I've got a lady that's actually coming through now, and she is actually telling me that she has passed in the last 2 to 3 months. Anyone here knows or have been to a funeral where a lady has passed in the last 2 to 3 months? Put your hand up. This has to be more of a family member than it is just a friend. Understand that? Okay, does the name of Doris or Dorothy still with you? And with you? Not with you. I've narrowed it down. Where does the Dorothy? That's her name? I'm with you then. Was that her name? Chances are no. I'm with you then. Okay, brilliant. All I know is that this lady that's actually coming through to me now is just actually talking that she passed in the last 2 to 3 months, and she just said Dorothy. So you're saying it's her, and it's her that's passed over. I know that I've tried to scrap as many people as I can in tonight, but how many on that table are you with that's related to this lady? The whole 4? Okay. Also with all of this, where does this link with the grandmother figure? So it's your mum and grandmother. Okay. She's acknowledging where there would be 5 within a family. Now, does that make sense? Because I'm seeing 4 of you. Yeah? Which one out of the 4 of you is brave enough to talk nice and loud so I can work with my eyes closed? Right, nice and loud, right? Dorothy's on the other side, passed in the last 2 months. She's talking about, she wants to acknowledge 5. I know I'm looking at 4, but there's one missing, or the acknowledgement of 5. Okay. Do you also know where the name of Jan or Janice is living, I feel? I knew you were going to say no there, but this is coming in. So with wherever this links with the whole 4 of you, but I'm getting the name that's coming in here, okay? Would you also understand why she's talking about, and these are her words, not mine, about the tidying up that had to be done after she passed over? So who went and done the tidying up? Okay, say yes. Okay, nice and loud so she can hear this. She's talking about, okay, she's just said to me, she thought she was going to be all right, but 3 months before she passed, she went a complete downer. But only 3 months before she passed. Other than that, she thought she was going to... She jokes and just says, I thought I was going to make 100. All right? So I don't know if you would have had this conversation. She thought she was going to make 100, okay? Who is Charles or Charlie? She's talking... Now, this person has to be on the other side because she's saying she's seen Charlie. You know who this is? Okay. And who has started in the last 16 months? Okay. Who has started doing a family tree in the last 16 months? Yeah. Is that you? No, okay. In the last 16 months? Yeah. Okay. She's got a character about her, and I know I'm working in an audience, and please come and see me if you want any of this edited, right? Because she's just said to me, you're going to find a lot of things out there, girl. Right? So I have to give that to you. Okay. Do you also know, just as this is coming in, and I know I'm talking to the whole 4 table now, so because I've acknowledged every single one of you, who is, I never know sometimes if I'm seeing past or future. If it's happened in the last year, they're just acknowledging that. If it hasn't, it's going to happen within the next year. Who is moved or wanting to move? I'm getting the whole thing to do with a property move. That's you, okay, as long as you know where this is. Do you also know, okay, thank you. Do you also know where the name of Sue or Susan is, living? Now, she said that really clear. Yes. Who is that? Okay. If I give you names of people that are still here, it's usually because there's something going on with that person. If everything was totally hunky-dory, they wouldn't mention them. Now, that doesn't mean to say she's about to pop their clogs, but if you're saying Sue is your auntie, do you know what's going on with Sue or why she... Okay, hold on to it, all right? But I just feel as if I want to say the whole movement as well, okay? She jokes about... She thought there would be more that would turn out at a funeral. Sorry. But you should know what she means here. You do? Okay, because she just said, I thought there would be more that turns out. Okay. And then why is she who sorted out 2 bottom drawers, where I feel as if you've sat down and you've looked through stuff and where there's been 2 drawers. Who done that? You understand that? She's just talking where 2 drawers would have been pulled out and where you quietly go through things and sorted things out, okay? Completely different now. Although she's come through and acknowledged with you, do you know who the lady is? I know that you've said this is Grandma. She's bringing through another lady here that never made an old person before she passed over. Do you know who this would be? Yeah? And why do I feel the whole, I don't know if it's with her or with the person she's just brought through, the whole thing to do with cancer here? Getting the whole, you don't know where this is, do you? You do? Okay. All I know is, as she's bringing in the younger person, I feel the whole situation to do with cancer, okay? Which is going to really make things difficult for Mara, because I ain't got a clue now who the picture will be of. Does Kesgrave mean anything to any of you or to this person that's passed over? Yeah? All I know is that the way I'm talking to the whole 4 of you, I'm on the whole big link to do with Kesgrave. So you totally understand what I'm getting this? Okay. And then, as I'm linking again, because I feel as if I want to move on again, out of the whole 4 of you, where is the baby or the child that never touched the earth? Miscarried or aborted, but definitely didn't live. It's got to be with one of you, otherwise this wouldn't come through. So you understand where this is as well. And just before I leave, where's the name of Sandra? Where does that link? Your stepdaughter? Her stepdaughter. So she's still here, yeah? So let me just impress upon you again, because if you say it's her stepdaughter, all she's just said to me is Sandra, and if she gives me names of people that are still here, again, emotionally, there has to be ups and downs going on. Now, she has just said to me, and I know that I'm working with a big audience here, so I'm going to be very careful at how I put this. She's very much aware that what's going on with Sandra. I felt as if I wanted to say Sandy with all of this, but I'm going to say Sandra. Has there been a split within the family? With her, or with the whole of you, or with Sandra? Why is she showing me where there's a bit of a split? Right, is there been a split within the family here? Yeah. You understand why she's talking about the split? Because all I know is, and as much as I'm a peacemaker and want to make everything all right, I don't think that it will ever get joined back again. I feel that there's been too much said and too much done, and this is how it is now. Yeah. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Yeah? Is that your nan? Okay, that's absolutely fine.